Hey creators, today I'm going to show you how to take a shot with a really blown out sky and quickly with just one plugin replace the sky with a nice blue sky. And also I'm going to show you how to add on to that effect and create some different sunsets and other visual effects using one simple plugin, and all the knowledge that you need will be in this video, so stay tuned. All right, so I have a shot in my timeline, and it's actually a very difficult shot to do anything with replacement of this sky because we've got all these trees in the foreground and we do have a really blown out sky in that background. So we're going to take this shot using one simple plugin and we're going to apply the effect. And the great thing about this plugin, we're not going to need to go in and do any rotoscoping or do any keying of this sky. The plugin itself is going to take care of all that really simply. So what we want to do is start with this clip, and I'm just in the edit page. So if you want to get there, hit Shift and 4 to get to the edit page. Make sure the effects library is open in the top left corner, and let's go ahead and go to effects, and we're going to need to get an adjustment clip. Grab that, drag and drop it onto the timeline above your video that you're working with. So go ahead and grab the right edge of that by hitting your left mouse button and dragging and sliding it over to extend that the full length of the clip. So it really didn't do anything to this clip at this point, but we have something we can work with. Anything we apply to this adjustment clip is going to apply to everything below the level of the adjustment clip. So in this case, it's just our reference video that we're going to impact. So after we've done that, go ahead and select the open effects down here. Go up to this search bar here. If it's not open, hit this little magnifying glass up here, and we're going to type in glow. Go ahead and drag and drop that onto the adjustment clip. So we have this plugin now onto the adjustment clip. We can see it. Make sure the inspector is open up here by clicking on this open effects tab up in the right corner here. Okay, so these are the options that we have. And so you can see that did do something to our clip here. I'll just turn it off, and you can see it did apply a lot of glow to our sky up there. And so let's focus in on the region that it's actually applying to. Select this shiny regions up here, and this is the area that this plugin is going to impact. And so right now, the only adjustment when we're under shiny regions is the shine threshold. And we can go ahead and make some adjustments, and basically everything that is light is going to give off a glow. And so we want to restrict that somewhat to the sky, but we also want to have a little bit of the reflections on the building and the glass and the roof and stuff like that. So go ahead and get the selection the way that you want it. I'm going to go a bit around like 6.87. I think that's pretty good. So we've got the sky and we've got some of these windows in the side of the building. So we're going to get some glow effect on those locations. So you can see we've got the branches, and those items aren't being impacted right now. So let's go ahead and look at the glow alone, and we're going to make some adjustments to this glow. And so the spread, I want to make that sure that is down to 0 because I don't want to get any of this influence onto the buildings and get that blurred edge there. So make that nice and sharp, make that spread 0. And I'm going to lower down this HV ratio. Get it down to about pretty close to 0.17. I'm going to leave these colors alone because I'm going to adjust the colorize down here, and this is how we get our blue sky. So let's go down here and select a color, and we'll make some adjustments as we go. And I'm going to start about, I want to go a little bit lighter than that. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this glowing image. So this is the composite at this point. And so we want to make sure that the glow framing is reflected in camera. If you go vignette, you're going to get some, let me change this back to glow alone. You're going to get some edges right here that we really don't want to see. And so let's go reflect in camera. Go back to the glowing image. This is our final render here. So in the composite type, we need to make sure we change that to normal. And that was an ad, so that's why it was so blown out, the whole video here. The opacity, 0.5, we can lower that down or raise that up. And that's going to adjust the brightness of the overall clip. I'm going to leave that about just under 0.5. And we can adjust the brightness as needed to adjust that sky brightness as well. We can change the blending as well if we'd like to do that. And so we can quickly add a bluer sky on there. So let me turn off this adjustment clip. Here's the original clip. You can see how blown out that sky is. Everything's super bright. And here's our new clip. It's quite a bit better. I think that blue is a little bit bright. You can see how quickly this adjusts our sky. So pretty cool. So as an added bonus, we can do a lot of other things with this plugin, obviously. So let's really change the color of this. We'll take it to kind of like an orangish sky here, kind of like a sunset sky. And I'm going to change this opacity down or up quite a bit. We can really give it a sunset. This is really a stylized look, probably a little bit more than you're going to see in nature. Here's the original clip again. Here's what we're getting out of this simple plugin. We can make blending adjustments if we want to brighten up the foreground a little bit more. So we have some really nice, easy to use adjustments with this one simple plugin. So hopefully that will really ramp up your production because like I said, we don't have to roto anything out of our sky because everything's coming from the background. Anything with light is what's actually being impacted. We're not having to actually take out the sky and actually replace it, so to speak. We are just replacing the colors and the brightness of the sky with this simple plugin. So hopefully that was really helpful for you. Thanks again for watching. If you have any questions about this video, please post them in the comments and I'll help you get those answered. And if not, take care and stay safe out there.